Listen, you are going to need to brace yourself, pace yourself, do what you gotta do to prepare yourself for the truth our next guest always delivers, because it ain't for the weak. As a comedian and a father, Mr. Arnold seems to know why kids today have it easy. Take a look.
You know what the problem is? The problem is the playground is too soft. That's the problem. Playground is way too... When I came up, the playground was made of asphalt. Playground was made of concrete. It was glass on the playground. You would fall, bust your knee, bleed, get up and keep going and play again. Have you been to a playground today? Especially in these nice neighborhoods, the ground is a sponge. They have changed the fabric of the earth to protect these kids.
Well, that right there is a clip from David A. Arnold's newest Netflix special, It Ain't for the Weak, and it's nothing short of brilliant. The triple threat of comedy is here with us this morning, so please give a huge welcome to stand-up comedian, writer, producer, the pride of Cleveland, Ohio, and husband to one of the bestest humans on the planet, Mr. David A. Arnold! I said what I said.
That. I love that my wife, me being married to my wife, is now in my credits of everything. I love that.
Well, when people meet her, which we do people get to do at the end of the series, they will see why. Because I know her personally. She might have forgotten me, but I know her because I used to work with her for the junkets and stuff, and she is just great job, sir.
Thank you very much.
I'm sure.
I'm glad they walked out on cue like they were supposed to.
Right? Oh my God, it was so lovely. And as people who've seen this special, you talk about your family, from your parents to siblings to your lovely wife Julie and the kids, and you also say that your stepfather taught you never to give up. And I feel like you're teaching your fans that. You are teaching us that, because like you say at the end of the special, there are people who think you just popped out of nowhere. But you've been here.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing this I've been in television and producing and stand-up. I've been doing stand-up for 28 years. So, you know, this is my second Netflix special. This one has hit a higher platform than even my first one did. And a lot of people are just like, where'd this dude come from? And, you know, I've been writing and producing from House of Pain to Meet the Browns for Tyler Perry to the show that I have out now that I created called That Girl Lele on Nickelodeon. And I've, you know, and doing stand-up all over the country for a long time. But I think that until you finally get a platform to do it yourself when you write for other people, people just think you just popped up out of nowhere. Even my kids, you know, my kids just realize, and they live with me, that that I'm a comedian. Like, we went down to Sunset where they have billboards of me up and down the strip, and my daughters looked and they're like, what are you doing up there? I'm like, what are you talking? Do you know what's going on around here? They have no idea. But I think you know what? They started to get it when I started to pop up on their friends' TikTok pages.
Oh yeah.
That's when it became real to them.
Listen. Okay, so I like that you mentioned the past special, because the title of this latest one is pretty much your take on stand-up comedy, because it ain't for the weak. And it's your second one. And the first one was called Fat Ballerina, which by the way, Mr. Arnold, the first time I saw it, and even heard that bit, I gasped, because I was like, I wonder, did he get any protest mail? Because it's a different time we're living in now. People are changing lyrics and stuff.
People have definitely, it changed from 2020 till now. Yeah, when Fat Ballerina was, you know, my take on, my take on kids and us setting kids up to do things that I didn't think that they were going to be good at. Yeah. And it came off of my experiences, and it did really well. And I have gotten a few people that have definitely, you know, had things to say. But this is the thing about stand-up. Our job is to say the things that you think. Yep. Our job is to say the things that we know you think. That's why people laugh.
Yes.
Because they're thinking it, but they're never going to say it out loud. Like, nobody's going to say this out loud. I mean, everybody has went to see a child perform for one of their friends or family members, and this child is no good. And you going, this ain't good. I can't believe I drove an hour and a half to come out here to watch this. But ain't nobody gonna say nothing. So as a comedian, that's my job.
That's why we have you.
So, you know,
that's why we have you.
But that's not gonna stop me. I'm gonna keep doing what I do.
We don't want you to stop, Mr. Arnold. So you're on tour right now, the Pace Yourself tour. And we know you kind of like the break, like being on the road and stuff, because you're also pretty open about how unhappy you were when the lockdown went longer than 2 weeks. I don't know.
Oh my God.
But how could you not miss Julie? I would take her everywhere. What are you talking about?
Listen, listen, I love my wife, but ain't nobody supposed to be in the house 24/7 for 2 years with the person they married with. I was just going for walks. I started going for walks. They were 10 minutes and they ended up being 3 hours. Like it, like it was time to get out of here. When I started touring to prepare for the taping of It Ain't for the Week, I was like, oh, I'll perform anywhere. I'll perform in the back of a liquor store. I'll perform on the back of a truck. If there's 3 people in the audience, I don't give I'm coming. Like that's where I was at. And now the special is out and I'm preparing. I'm out doing a whole new tour now already called Pace Yourself, which is all new material. Because a lot of people have gone, well, we just saw, It Ain't for the Week just dropped. You know what I mean? So obviously it's going to be some of the same material. I'm doing a whole brand new hour, 15
You're good
minutes.
at that.
I have not done any of that material since that night I recorded the special.
Yeah, you're good at changing up stuff. But even if you tell it the same joke, it's not the same. It just always sounds different. And
yeah, this is not even the same joke. It's nothing new.
Because you're super smart. By the way, you mentioned writing on like other shows and creating this new. By the way, I remember seeing the talented Miss High, who's on That Girl Lele. I remember her doing doing that viral like where she did the freestyle. And before I know it, I see that there's a show which you mentioned that you created. How did that all come together? Did the light bulb go off the moment you saw her, or did it take time?
Well, no. Will Packer is a friend of mine.
Oh, I know Will Packer.
Successful movie producer. Yeah, huh?
I interviewed him before. I don't know him. He doesn't know me, but I know him.
Will Packer is a very successful television producer and movie producer. And I did a TV show called Bigger that I produced for him. And he was like, hey, man, I got this little girl that got popular on YouTube. Yeah. And Nickelodeon wants to do they want to do a TV show around her. And I was like, man, I ain't messing with these kids. And then they told me how much. And I was like, okay, wait a minute, let me think of something. So I looked at her stuff, and she's really talented. Yeah. Her and Gabby Green, who's there, you see in this, both of these girls are so talented. And I came up with this concept about one girl, bringing another girl, her little affirmation app emoji out of her cell phone to life, and they become best friends. And the show has just been fire. It's been unbelievable. I cannot believe. No, I can believe. I can believe how well it's done. It's got picked up by Netflix as well. We're in the middle of season 2. We just added 26 more episodes to our order. So we're going to be doing this for a while. And creating this show makes me only the 6th Black man in the history of television to have Soul created by credit of a TV show.
Mr. Arnold. Okay, Mr. Arnold. Ooh, by the way, I for some reason, I sense that the Netflix logo is going to have your face somewhere in the mix there. I don't know, because everywhere you look at Netflix, you're on there. Ooh, quickly, before you go, what car did Anna Grace end up getting? Because I knew you said no to the G-Wagon. What did you get her?
She is driving her mother's SUV, the one that her mother had, because her mother got a new one. And she's jockeying to try to get my Tesla, because I just ordered a new car. But I can't. No. We'll see.
Okay, we shall see. Kids.
I want to invite everybody to go to davidarnold.com to pick out tickets. I will be in New Jersey very soon. What? I will be back in New York very soon. If you go, you can see I got 15 cities in theaters between now and the end of the year. And then we're adding 25 more at the top of next year. I'm going to be touring for all of next year until I record my 3rd special.
Okay, so when you come to New Jersey or New York, bring Julie. We need a reunion.
Yes.
Not that I don't love you, sir. We love you. We appreciate you. But we love us some Julie.
I know who everybody wants to see. And trust me, I brought her to many cities. She was in New York when I did Caroline.
I saw her in the clip.
Yes, she was there, and these people went crazy like she was the one. Because I bring her out on stage afterwards. They go crazy like she was the one up there working for an hour and 15 minutes. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
No, it's not. It's Julie. Tell I said hello. Say hi to the girls from me to everyone. You already heard him. Go get your tickets for his Pace Yourself tour, and his comedy special, It Ain't for the Week, is streaming now on Netflix, and you can catch the new season of That Girl Lele. It's Nickelodeon, but it's also now on Netflix. So he's taking over the world. We're just living in it. Thank you, Mr. Arnold. Bye, Julie.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you too, Mr. Arnold. You too.